Alright, well, we are gonna go and do Zaeed's mission. Crap, what was his mission? Actually, let me pop out of here. Journal! Zaeed. Before he was hired by Cerberus, Zaeed had taken a mission to go to Zoria and liberate an Eldfell Ashland refinery from the Blue Suns. Once his work there is done, he can dedicate his full attention to the mission. I want some character development for him. It's just like a generic mission that he's got to do. Alright, come on, tell me that there's going to be something interesting going on there. And he's not just as bland of a character as I'm thinking he is. Now, where is... over here. The Ismar Frontier. There's another mission in there too, the Firewalker? Whatever that is. Alright, where is it? It's out that way. Okay, then I'm gonna run around and do a little bit of mining. Polino, a relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Polino remains undeveloped while its sister planet, Metaponto, garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extranet claimed that Element Zero was being found on Polino's moons in record loads. This turned out to be a scam spread by the Dunawurachum Consortium? How do you pronounce that word? Dunawurachum Consortium, an L-Corp corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. Oh, great, spam. Not a whole lot to be said about that place. Bunch of very small deposits. Oh, here we are, right there next to the fuel depot. Metaponto. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station funded by L-Corp business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they have met with little success. Well, another really crappy planet, just as bad as its sister planet. What's the next orbit we've got? It's like a smaller, rocky planet. Volturno. A so-called super-Earth, Volturno is home to organic life but is nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland, and so most organic life, limited to algae and lichens, resides near the equator. The strong gravity prevents any sapient species but L-Corp from thriving on the planet, and the L-Corp cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of Vorcha squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live miserable existences in the planet's crushing gravity and die from falls and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the L-Corp lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. Well, finally, a planet with some decent deposits. Right, next, one more rocky planet. This one looks smaller than the last. Vecchio. Vecchio is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin, hot atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium, but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover much of the surface of the planet. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyor ship Coupe discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons at the burial site are obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once traveled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations. Well, it could be not necessarily that somebody traveled there, but maybe there was life on the planet beforehand? There's quite a bit on that one, too. Hopefully the last planet in this system's got a lot. Another gas giant, but it's one of those hot Jupiters. Lepini. A hydrogen-methane gas giant, Lepini and its moons have been cursorily cursorily scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Not a lot to be found there either. Let's go and stock up for the journey. Got all the fuel we need. So next, let's go to Fire. And more planets. Hito. Is this gonna be like Japanese words? Hito means person in Japanese. While the ice mines of Vientel, I guess they're not Japanese, Vientel make a great deal of profit from ships passing through Faya's mass relay, the real money is made at Hito. As the only gas giant in the Faya gateway system, Hito is heavily developed by rival helium-3 mining concerns. The world has 3 major and 26 minor moons, each of which are claimed by a different company. Each of which is claimed. Sorry for my bad grammar. I actually taught English. Those based on moons deeper into the gravity well tend to specialize on helium-3 extraction and refining, while those on the farther moons specialize in refueling services and shipment. The local economy is driven by black marketeering, backroom deals, and cutthroat business. Each company attempts to sabotage its rivals' facilities while protecting their own moon. This has led to open corporate warfare 3 times in the last century. All the major mercenary groups have offices in the Hito planetary system, though the Blue Suns enjoy a home team advantage, shipping in cheap logistical supplies from Zoria. Another pretty poor planet. Oh, this one is tiny. Look at this. Itty bitty. Vientel. Though a dwarf planet, Vientel, I'm going to say it different ways every time. Vientel's large amounts of water have led to heavy development by water cracking industries seeking to turn the planet into hydrogen-oxygen fuel for starship thrusters. The surface is blanketed with habitation modules, mining equipment, and cracking stations. Since the initial settlement of Ilium in the nearby Tessale system, the radius of Vientel has decreased by 2 kilometers, indicating removal of over 72,000 cubic kilometers of ice. Some groups are concerned that the rate of loss may cause instability in the remaining structure. There's quite a bit to be found on that planet. And we've got one more before we head to Zoria. Look, it's even smaller. Imayan is a small cratered rock. Its crust contains various light metals, though none in any concentration worth the trouble of mining. While the rest of the Faya system has seen extensive industrialization, Imayan lies fallow. Okay, I don't know what those people were talking about because there was a ton of stuff on that little planet. Alright, to Zoria. Mud, sweat, and spores is how Blue Sun's mercenaries characterize the planet that gave birth to their home office. This lush garden world is known for its heavy plant and fungal life, creating spectacular jungle zones over much of its 8 continents. Despite persistent problems with rot and rust, Zoria attracts investors and corporations from all throughout the galaxy, since it has exploited only a fraction of its potential resources. The Blue Suns dominate security contracts on Zoria so much that residents describe them less like a monopoly and more like a conquering regime. So it's going to be Blue Suns. That means we're going to have to deal with soldiers, of course. They'll probably have mechs. So of course we're going to have Zaeed, and he'll be good with, just brute force. We should probably also take somebody who can fight a bit against machinery. I've been taking Tally a lot, but we should give her a break, because you guys have been picking on me for making her do all these things, and, getting infections, and getting sick. And forcing her to go on, father issue missions, right after dealing with her own father issue mission. Yeah, let's take Morden. Morden, you're coming along. He's got some tech abilities, right? Wait, what is his what does he have? Incinerate, cryoblast, and neural shock. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna take him. Come on. 3 points. Ooh. Do I want to do AI hacking or disruptor ammo? Because we're probably gonna come across, I'm sure they'll have like some little mechs or something that we're gonna have to deal with. So both of these would be good to have. I think I might do AI hacking. You know, I still have never used Tactical Cloak, and I know I said I was going to, and I just haven't, and I'm sorry that I'm terrible. I'm taking AI hacking. Zaeed. It's been a while. He's got 9 points. Let's get you up on this. Warlord increases weapon damage or increases his health. You know what? I think I'll do... Geez, look how much it increases. 50% as opposed to 37. And either 20 or 15. Oh, that seems better. Mercenary Warlord. 5 more points. Oh, for some reason I thought that was 3 and 2, and I was going to say, oh, that'll be perfect, but it is not going to be perfect. I think I'll give him a max concussive shot. Heavy concussive severely increases power of your shot, blasting enemies off their feet. Okay. Blast. High energy explosive charges give you multiples, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You know, I focused on weapon damage for him. Maybe I'll take a look how much force increase it does. 600 as opposed to 450. I'm going to do the heavy one. Just going all in on just brute force. He's got 1 point left. That's not enough for anything. What did Neural Shock do? I've got enough for 2. Shock to the opponent's nerves, briefly incapacitating one organic enemy at a time. Ooh, that could be really good. And it's his like special ability too. You know what? Let's just do it. There you go, Morden. And I haven't had Zaeed in my party for a while, have I? So... Okay, nothing. And I don't think that Morden has anything to do either. I wonder what it was that happened to Zaeed's face, because it looks
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Because the way that his eye looks, you know, it's definitely like a false eye, but then the skin around it, it looks like it had been peeled back so that they could get in there and like put in that fake eye and maybe like, I don't know, titanium bone or something around it. And replaced his entire orbital. Oh, this is just the landing spot, isn't it? It's a nice tropical place, though.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close.
Oh, dead bodies. Nobody? Okay.
Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
They're all humans, too. So, what? Monkey? Oh, there's monkeys on this planet, too. I just wanted to take a look again at what it was that we needed to do here. Just liberate the refinery. Alright. That monkey go down there? The monkey... Nothing back there, okay.
Command to Bravo, take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
Are these monkeys gonna like eep eep and then alert the guards? Can I punch the monkey? Excuse us, monkeys.
Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint.
Get down! Get down! I guess I should put on... Oh wait, actually I could do fire! Ah! I should put on an ammo of some kind.
Clean hit.
They don't seem to have armor on. I think I'll do cryo for now. Ah! Oh, it still got him! Ha!
Reinforcements incoming. We got your backs.
I guess that is the way to go up there. Morden, you're small and squishy. You shouldn't be out in the front. Oh my god.
Who's next?
Come on. Fine. Take one of those! Oh, they do have some mechs.
I need cover.
Come on, get up. Ha ha ha.
Not difficult.
Oh, God. That's what's happening. They're exploding.
This'll put him down.
All squads, fall back.
God, those things were exploding when they died.
This is Commander Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there.
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
So, you have a history, I see.
I get the feeling you have a past with this Vito.
I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you founded the Blue Suns? I knew you were a mercenary, but I didn't realize that.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge?
Uh.
Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen
okay.
that bastard
That
every
explains
time
the
I
face.
closed my eyes, every time I sighted down on a target, every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
Is he gonna explain, like, the procedure of, like, what went on there with his face? I feel bad just saying your face, but it's his face. That's what happened. I'm not calling you ugly, Zaeed. Don't take it that way. Don't take it personal.
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated.
Right, I was just gonna say that.
A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
We'd better get moving.
Direct to southern access. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here.